Now, we mentioned this a moment ago in a Fox News exclusive. We've obtained a letter from Senator Lindsey Graham, the Republican out of South Carolina, in a sharply worded letter that's directed to the Attorney General Eric Holder about the fate of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and whether or not his trial will continue and why it's been delayed. Catherine Herridge has it. She's live in Washington now. What did the letter say, Catherine?
Well, thank you, Bill. Fox obtained this letter just a short time ago from the senator. I've read the letter. It's frankly a very scathing and blunt assessment of the state of play in the 9/11 case, including the trial of the self-described architect Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. Senator Graham, who has been working closely with the White House really for over a year to try and find some final resolution to the detainee issue and also some final disposition for the 9/11 case, essentially says to the Attorney General that this delay, which Graham feels is undermining national security, the blame rests solely with the Attorney General, who will ultimately make these decisions. I'd like to read a few quotes from the letter. The first one begins, "However, I would like to remind you," that's a reference to the Attorney General, "that the decision of when and where to try the September 11th co-conspirators currently rests with you." Senator Graham continues, "Mr. Attorney General, if Khalid Sheikh Mohammed is not worthy of trial by military commissions, exactly who would be? And finally, when it comes to those who planned the vicious September 11th attack on our nation, the use of civilian trials seriously undermines the war effort. I believe I speak for the majority of Americans and the Congress on this point." What Senator Graham is doing in this letter is he's essentially pinning down the Attorney General Eric Holder to try and sort of move the process forward to a decision. As you know, in our reporting, we believe that there will be no decision on the final disposition of the 9/11 case until after the midterm elections because the issue has become so politicized. But I think it's worth reminding people that we are now coming up to the 9-year anniversary of those attacks, and given the current state of play, right now nobody is charged with the murder of nearly 3,000 Americans. Because when the Attorney General announced in November of last year that the trial would go to the federal system in New York, shortly after that, the military charges against Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and his 4 co-conspirators were withdrawn without prejudice because the military commissions wanted to preserve their position if the case ever came back to them in the future.
Would you expect to hear from Eric Holder today? Would he react to this?
Well, we're going to certainly seek a response. It's a sharply worded letter, and I think it underscores this issue of delay. As one of the 9/11 families said to me, when does this promise of justice, justice delayed, justice denied? And I've spoken to a number of families over the years covering this, and some of these people had adult children who were killed in the Twin Tower attack in New York, and some of them have told me, frankly, they expect to die before they ever will see justice in this case.
Catherine Herridge, it is breaking news out of Washington. Keep us posted when there are headlines. Thank you, Catherine.
You're welcome.
All right, Martha.
It is stunning that right now there is nobody who